Okay. I'll also see that people who doesn't know even anything about acupressure, you also be benefited. But once you know the points, at least you know, then it will be more helpful to you. But do not worry, you will also be benefited. Those who doesn't know anything about acupressure, you will also be benefited. Do not worry. Okay. Right. So you know that we have seen at least yesterday that COVID, you know, it affects respiratory system to the maximum extent possible. Okay, it may have influence on intestine, it may have influence, you know, on the kidney. That's okay, fine. But the major influence will be on the respiratory system. Okay, so we should know something. So you should know something about respiratory system. What is respiratory system? The system starting from nose, okay, to the lungs, that is called respiratory system. In the respiratory system, what are the major parts? The nasal cavity. See, connected to nose is called nasal. You might have heard nasal wraps, nasal spray. What it says, nasal drops or nasal spray, that which is put in the nose. Okay. So nasal cavity, and here you have windpipe or trachea, and you have bronchioles, okay, alveoli. Right? If possible, I try to show you the pic so that it will be more you know, easy to you. Are you able to see this pic? Is it clear? Hope this pic is clear to you. Yeah, you are able to see this na, this, like, you know, heart, lungs, all this you are able to see na. This diagram you are able to see na. It is showing heart, liver, lungs. What's happening? Okay, I'll show you. Now hope it is the pic is clear. Yeah, right. See, this is called nasal cavity. Okay. See, this is called windpipe or trachea. See, again, this trachea, it will divide into two portions. Huh? So this one portion, it will go into one lung, and the other portion, it will go to other lung. What I am trying to say is, see, this is trachea, okay, or what you call windpipe, okay. So it gets divided into two, like it becomes V. It's okay. Again, you know, here also you will have divisions, you will have many divisions, okay. So these these are called bronchus, okay, and still there will be division. that is called bronchioles. Still where there will be division, that is called alveoli. But from here you try to have a clear picture. Okay, see here it is a one big muscle that is called diaphragm. It's a big muscle, okay, which is called diaphragm. On this muscle, you know, you see two lungs are there. In the center, this is a heart tilted towards left side. You see this heart in center tilted towards left side, and you know this liver, this gallbladder, this is stomach and spleen, this is intestine, you know, and this is small intestine. This all you know. So one thing what you should know is the virus, it is attacking the respiratory system to the larger extent possible. That is the reason, you know, people are feeling breathlessness, all these issues. I'll try to show you one more pic where it will be more of. Okay. Yeah. See, this is called nasal cavity. Okay. So this is a part of this is a pharynx, larynx. Okay. So as I said, this is a windpipe or trachea. See, this is getting into V shape. This pipe, it is getting divided into two portions. You see, this one portion and this one portion. So these, okay, it is called bronchus, and again subdivision. You see, bronchioles. Again, the subdivision. You see, that is called alveoli. Okay, alveoli. You see, these are subdivisions. Those are called alveoli. This is the smallest division, what we are calling alveoli. In the other picture, just it was like what you call, it was like a what you call a small line. It's not line. It is not line. The smallest division in the respiratory system is alveoli. Now, are you able to see like a small balloons? So this is the gaseous exchange junction. Here the gaseous exchange will be done. What does this mean? That is, you know, when we inhale more of oxygen. So in this here, what happens, you know, oxygen is sent into the blood, and what all the carbon dioxide present in the blood, that is thrown out by exhalation. So this part, okay, see, if this gets infected, then it will be difficult for breathing, na? See, when it can do like contraction and expansion, then only breathing will be easy. If due to some problem, if this gets infected, then the breathing will be difficult, because there will be no contraction and no expansion. That phase is called pneumonia. That is pneumonia phase is a very serious condition, where the alveoli, the last part of the respiratory system, there the contraction, expansion will be damaged, so that the person, he will feel difficult for inhalation and exhalation. So that is the reason, you know, nowadays, especially in the COVID, people are facing a lot of problems with oxygen. So we have roughly seen what is the respiratory system. Okay, what is the importance of the respiratory system? The main importance of the respiratory system is the main importance of the respiratory system is it allows you to take oxygen in and it allows you to expel the oxygen. That is the main, so to expel the carbon dioxide. That is the main importance of the respiratory system. So we are entering into one important phase. What is it? It is called prevention. You can understand by the word prevention. You might have heard, or you might have heard what we say. Prevention is better than cure. Okay, so prevent means stop something from entering, stop something from coming. That's called prevention, isn't it? So, according to Chinese, they have divided this COVID treatment into four parts. The first part, the first part is called the first part is called prevention. The second part is called influenza. The third part is called what you call pneumonia. The fourth part is called after COVID effects. That is post COVID phase. Nowadays, you might be, hearing that after COVID he is having that problem. There are complications after COVID. That is called after COVID, post COVID syndromes. The fourth phase, we will not be dealing much. We will be trying to deal prevention and pneumonia, prevention, influenza, pneumonia. These three phases we will try to deal as detailed as possible. And last, I'll tell you very good points for the oxygen increasing. To increase oxygen, we have special points. So that we will try to discuss. In place of fourth phase, I am giving you oxygen points, so which may help somebody, right? So these are 3 points. What are the points? ST36, ST36, CV6, CV12. ST36 we have seen yesterday, and CV6, CV12 we will see now. We will see now. So from these 3 points, we have seen 1 point yesterday, 2 points we will see now. What we have to do on these points? What Chinese people said is, you do moxibation. What is moxibation? This herb is called moxa herb. Okay, you just light this herb. Okay, so once it catches fire, then try to off the flame. Okay, so with this, wherever the point may be, so you can just, this is special medicated herb, so you can you know you can give heat. The patient will not take more than 10 to 15 seconds. So here, like, there are 3 points. On the first point, like, you take ST36, you can take 10 seconds, and again on CV6 you can take for 10 seconds, and again on CV12 you can take on 10 seconds, and like that, each point has to be done for 10 minutes. So this comes around half an hour. So patient can't bear if you keep this moxa for 10 minutes on the same point. No, he can't bear. So what you have to do, you have to change the location, like 15 seconds, 20 seconds here, again 15 to 20 seconds here, or 15 to 20 seconds to the other point. But if you continuously keep at one point, for like more than 2 minutes, something like that, patient can't bear, because it gives you what you call a great heat. So it is difficult for the patient to bear. See, the process is called moxibation, and in acupressure, there is a lot of importance for this herb. So where to apply, what are the effects, that I am not going in detail. Okay, so I am only, my concern is you should apply moxibation at this point. How to apply moxa? I said this is a moxa herb. Just light it, and once it catches fire, you off the flame. Okay, so can heat the points. Where it is available? It is available in online or in acupressure shops. Where are the shops? You just Google acupressure shops in Hyderabad, you will get so many, or acupressure shops in Bangalore, you will get. And you can apply in even online also. Sir, we don't have moxa, what we can do? In place of moxa, you take 2 3 what you call agarbattis. Okay, same, you just light them, and with that heat you try to heat the points. But this is a medicated herb, so if you do with this, you will have more advantage. While doing moxibation, what you should keep in your mind is, because there will be ash, so now and then slightly, just by tapping like this, you remove the ash slightly by tapping. Okay, you remove the ash. 1 second. I will demonstrate even a video. Okay, so you can see what all I told you. You can see in the video also. So after this topic, I'll try to show you that video also. So friends, we have seen yesterday the point number ST36. What is ST? ST means stomach. What is CV? CV means conception vessel. How many times you have to do? You can do 2 times or at least 1 time. So I'll once again show you the ST36 location. See, yesterday we have seen here there is a outer eye, outer eye of the knee. Here you see inner eye of the knee. This is called out. This is a depression. Okay, that I'm saying it as a knee. Okay, so this is a patella. Patella is a moving bone which you can feel. You see, if you are even sitting, just you try to place your hand on the knee. There is some small bone which moves. That is called patella. Just below the patella, you have one depression inside, you have one depression outside. So outside is called outer knee, the inner depression is called inner knee. See, from here you are putting your 4 fingers. Okay, and I said yesterday, this is a big bone. This name of the bone is tibia. So just adjacent to the bone, okay, you find a point that is called ST36. All the points are found bilateral. Bilateral means both sides. I'll also tell you which points are not found bilateral. Whenever a point comes with a name, whenever a point comes with the name CV or CV. In our literature, we have used only CV. So CV or GV. These are the only meridians. these are not bilateral. One is in the front side of the center and one is in the back side of the center. So apart from these meridians, what all the meridians we will be talking about, all the points are bilateral. What is bilateral? Both sides. Left hand you have meridian, right hand you have meridian. Left face you have meridian, right face you have meridian. There are only two meridians, that is CV and GV. One is CV is the front side center and GV is the back side center. So center can be only one thing. That is the reason these two meridians, they don't have both side points. Hope I am making you clear. So whenever I say any point like CV12, CV6 or whatever I say, or whenever I say GV12, GV14, in whatever I say, those are only one side. So this point we have even seen yesterday also. So we will see next point is, what is the next? The next point is CV6. Just now I said CV6. I told you about CV6. There is a meridian. There is a meridian called conception vessel. Like it will be in the center. Okay, you see, it will be in the center here. So this is front side. This meridian, it is called CV meridian. So only on these points you don't have two sides, because center is one thing. So CV points and GV points, they are not bilateral. So you see, what is this? This is a navel. From navel you should come 2 fingers down. That's it. Whomever body you are taking, you should take their fingers. See, this is navel. Okay, from here you should come 2 fingers down. That point is CV6. And yesterday I told many things about ST36. CV12 also is a very good point. It is called ocean of sea, ocean of energy, ocean of chi. Chi is nothing but, in acupuncture it is called chi, and in our general terminology we use energy. So it is an ocean of energy. That is, this point has lot of energy. So we have seen CV6, and next we will see CV12. See, this was the navel. Sorry, not this was. This is a navel. From here, 2 fingers down we came in the straight line. In the straight line. That point was here. What was the point? It was CV6. See, from this navel, if we go 6 fingers, above in the straight line, you will find how many fingers? 4 kun, 2 kun plus 2 kun, 3 plus 3. Yes, 6 fingers. So 6 fingers above in the same line. What I mean to say is, from navel you draw in a straight line up and down. From navel you draw a straight line up and down. From navel means what? Midpoint of navel. From navel, 6 fingers above navel, you have CV12 point. And from navel, 2 fingers down, you have CV6 point. You know, this point is a very good point for stomach and spleen. This is a very good point for digestion. This is a very good point for stomach. So you have seen these three points now. One is ST36, one is CV6, so one is CV12. So on these 3 points, you should do moxibation daily 2 times for half an hour, like each point 10 minutes. Only these points are enough? No. Yesterday, what all I said, you stimulate them and you stimulate them. You stimulate these points. So, for example, if you even do 5 minutes moksha for these points, it will be 15 minutes. And for the points which I told you yesterday, they may take nearly 15 minutes. So, half an hour morning, half an hour evening. You might say, sir, in this busy world, where do we have time to spend half an hour? We are not even spending time with our kids or with our partner. Okay, where comes to spend half an hour? That means I can't help you. No, you might have seen people lying in the ICU for days together, and what is the expenditure? What is the expenditure? All this I don't want to, because you are all well versed. So if you take care of the body, body will take care of you. If you neglect your body, body definitely will neglect you. So remove your dedicate your time, or invest your time for the good health, then you will be in safe hands. So immunity not only to against corona, I said, if you are getting for any flu, any bacterial infection, as I said, uh, mm, as I said yesterday, if you use that immunity points, you are protected from so many problems. So it's always good to have some time for yourself. You, after doing this, you do a couple of minutes yoga and pranayam. It also helps you. So morning, take it 1 hour for yourself. Whatever the busy you may be, okay, if you take care of your health, then definitely it would be good to you. So on these 3 points, you should do moxibation. See, this is a moksha herb, as I said earlier. See, morning, if you are lighting from one side, and evening you can light from other side. And when you are putting off, what you should do, just two to three drops of water, pour water. You don't dip this in water, again becomes this becomes wet, so it will not be able to light when you light second time. Just 2 to 3 drops water. So morning you use one side, evening you use one side, so that because again to light it in the next morning, this will be 24 hours. So this will be dried up. It will be useful to you. Only one precaution what you have to do is, for the patients who don't have sensation, for them you should be careful, because it's like a blind man wearing some posh pets. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so what I mean to say is, when he's having uh, mm, conduction problem, when he's unable to feel the what you called sensation, that time how much heat you are supplying, he will not be able to feel. The next day you will see that there is a big balloon like thing, huh? Because due to overheat. So what I have seen in my practice is, people who are having peripheral neuropathy, that is many people will develop due to diabetes. So people who are having peripheral neuropathy, कई लोग बोलते हैं ना, देखिए हमारे नो घुटने से नीचे हमारे को महसूस नहीं होता, कुछ भी लगे तो भी, कुछ भी पानी लगे तो महसूस नहीं होता, गर्म लगे तो महसूस नहीं होता, वैसे वालों को यू शुड बी वेरी केयरफुल. And people who have paralysis, from them also I have seen they are sensitive, so you should be careful. That is the only thing. And one more thing is, you should be careful when you are applying. You don't go too close, because if sometimes what patients have jerks because of due to overheat, just he will move. If you are very close, If it moves, it will touch. If it kisses, it will leave its lipstick. What I mean to say is, it will burn there, so it will leave its mark. It will be a wound, so don't try to touch it. Huh? That's one thing. And just after 2 3 minutes or 5 minutes, just like how you use for cigar. You might have seen in films, like just like tap, take a some iron or steel cup, something. Just why not plastic? Because this is a even the ash is very strong. Sometimes some fire may be attached with it. So you better don't take the positive thing, the plastic things. You take some steel utensil. Okay. So these are the aspects which you should remember when you are doing mock exhibition. So how to perform? I'll show you one small demo. Hope the voice will be, you will be able to hear. ఇలా మోక్ స్పెషల్ గురించి చూపిస్తాను. ఓకే. సో ఈ పేరు మోక్ సార్ అండి. ఓకే. ఇది చైనీస్ సార్. ఇది చాలా మెడిసిన్ ప్రాబ్లం. See, I am doing a demo on the small girl, only just to show you. I've taken a, you see, iron what you call steel plate. See how I am doing. Are you able to see? So you should see the girl, she's shaking. So I should keep my moxa little higher. If I keep very closer, then if she shakes, that might touch to her skin and she may have burning. What I am saying is, on the specific point, you don't use more than 30 seconds, 40 seconds, because the skin, you see how I am removing ash on each point continuously. Don't use more than 30 seconds or 40 seconds. Okay. You change the point. So okay, hope this is clear. I showed you on some other point, but you should do on ST36, CV12 and CV6. I'll try to show even that points video also, you try to see. See, here I am showing the location of ST36. This is a outer knee depression or eye. From here, see, I'm putting 4 fingers. So this is a stomach 36. You see here the bone adjacent to the bone. You will find stomach 36. Because this very important point, it's a immunity point, and yesterday I've told you this is steroid point. All these things you should keep in your mind. This is a navel. If you come 2 fingers below, this point is CV6. From navel, see, 2 fingers, and from navel, if I take 6 fingers, this is above point, that is CV 12. See, from navel, if you use 6 fingers, for the person whom we are doing, their fingers should be taken into consideration. Hope this is also clear for you. The points I've tried to show on the presentation, on the pic, as well as on the real body also. So the CV12, CV6, they are on the line from navel. Okay, if you draw a straight line from navel, 2 fingers down is CV, 6 and 6 fingers above will be CV12. So you take the yesterday's 8-9 points what I've given you and today's 3 points. This point should be done moksha. That points you can stimulate, like as I said, in this way you can stimulate. So this point, if you do this total points, then there is a possibility that virus may not enter this one. And next, if virus enters your body, what will be the symptoms in the early phase? We say early symptoms. If this virus is trying to enter your body, then your body responds in order to prevent it. Okay, that time you will have like one kind of uneasiness, one kind of feverish feeling. That is means a virus is trying to enter. So the points which I am going to give, if you are able to treat in time, there is a possibility that the virus will not enter into your body. So these symptoms are called early symptoms. See, you are saying early symptoms. Symptoms, what are the different feelings you are feeling? What are the difficulties you are facing? This is called symptom. Might have headache, you might have neck pain, you might have like a stiff back, the light temperature or full body pains, you might not feeling like eating, you want to like sleeping. This might be unusual, these things. Generally what we have seen is like they have body pains and not comfortable, they want to sleep. This kind of symptoms we have seen in early symptom. What are the points to be used in early symptoms? That we have to see. What are the points that we have to use in early symptoms? That we have to see. So that we will try to see. Yeah. See, early symptoms. What are the pain? Body pains, uneasiness, discomfort. So what points to be used? What points to be used? 1 second. So the points to be used is Li4, liver 3, Si1, UB67. Li4 is large intestine 4. LR means liver 3. Okay. And SI1 small intestine 1, next UB67. UB means urinary bladder. So these 4 points to be used. And those who know acupuncture, you all know any attack is an excess condition. So whatever the points you are using, it should be sedated. And you might be aware that Li4 and liver 3, these are called gates. In all the attacks, the gates have to be sedated. For the non-acupuncture people, just try to remember these points. I'll try to show the locations, and if possible, I try to even show you the video so that it will be easy for you to understand. If you don't remember the numbering also, do not worry, but only try to remember their location. That will help you. So straight away, we will go to the point presentation. You see, this also we have seen yesterday, Li4. You see, this is also immunity points. This is also pain killing point. This is also a good point. It will help you, from any virus or bacteria entering into your body. It's like one of the big door which will prevent entering. And I told you about this location. It is a midpoint of this bone. This is one end of the bone. This is one end of the bone. So this is a midpoint. Midpoint. Many people say the location is here. No, but the location is adjacent to the bone. Midpoint adjacent to the bone. That is we have seen yesterday itself. So I'll show you another point. This is called liver 3. How to identify it? Simple way. See, you have 2 fingers. No? See, this is 1 finger. Okay, this is 1 finger, right? So from this web, you go up. You find here depression. You find here depression. You find here depression. अगर आप यहाँ से ये दोनों उंगलियों के बीच में से आप ऐसा ऊपर जाएंगे ना, आप अगर ऊपर गए तो आपको यहाँ एक खड्डा सा दिखेगा, आपको एक डिप्रेशन दिखेगा. वो डिप्रेशन ही लिवर 3 है. ये दोनों उंगली में से आप ऐसा ऊपर जाइए, अल्लू ऐसा ऊपर जाइए. सी, नाउ आई एम शोइंग. फॉर एग्जांपल, यू टेक दिस एज माय this is my leg, so you should go like this. So you will find the depression here. You will find depression. You take this as consider as leg, then it will be easy for you. एक बार पता चल गया तो बस दूसरा जो पॉइंट है, इट इज वेरी इजी. इट विल बी इजी. आप लोगों को हिंदी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है ना? You see, all these points are 2 sides. Where the point is, I'll try to locate on the other finger so that it will be easy for you. It will be easy for you. See where the point is like here at the nail base. The point is like here. On this finger, I mean to say, on this finger, okay? The point is at the base of the nail, towards this side, not this side, you see, towards this side. Okay? So this is SI1. Both sides, I said GV and CV. Where the V comes, you try to remember. The V, where the meridian name is V, GV or CV, those points are only not bilateral. All the other points are bilateral. Bilateral means what? Both sides. And one more point is there. One more point is UB67. See, the UB67 will be here. Last finger, at the nail base. Okay, this point. This is the nail. So at the nail base. Now, how you have seen for SI1 in the hand you have seen na? So in the hand you have seen na? What I mean to say is, in the hand you have seen na, SI1, where was SI1? SI1 was this side, isn't it? Like this it was there na. If you consider this as my hand, this as my leg, so even for the small toe, this point will be UB67. See, we have seen Li4 here. In the same way, in between thumb and the first finger, if you go like this, you will find a depression, that is liver 3. And this is SI1, and in the feet, that is UB67. And if I have a video, I'll try to show the video also, so it will be more easy for you. This when you have to use this, you have to use when there are early symptoms, at that condition, at that junction, you can use these points. Okay. See, I am locating liver 3. See how I am going. See, are you finding depression? अब देखिए सब लोग, मैं ये UB67 है, एंड देखिए SI1 मार्क कर रहा हूं, SI1, अब देखे ना, देखिए लिवर 3, ये दोनों उंगलियों से बीच में देखिए, आई एम गोइंग अप, वहां खड्डा मिल रहा है, दैट इज लिवर 3. एंड छोटी उंगली में देखिए, दिस इज UB67. ये देखिए हाथ में छोटा उंगली में, ओके, दिस इज SI7, सॉरी SI1. हियर इट वाज UB67, दिस वाज लिवर 3. एंड आप लोगों को भी वो दिखाना बाकी है ना, liver 4. I'll see where I can get liver 4. Okay, here I think we have Li4 in this video. See, here I am trying to find Li4. See, this is one end of the bone, this is second metacarpal bone, this is one end, this is one end, and the midpoint, see, this is a right hand. Okay, these are other points, you don't worry, we will see that later. So today I have introduced you, until now I have introduced you 4 plus 2, 6 kya, it's like liver. Li4 you have seen yesterday, you have seen SC36 yesterday, and SI1 UB67, these are 2 points, and CV6 and CV12. Only until now I have introduced you 4 extra points. Li4, ST36, that already we have seen yesterday. So if you use according to early symptoms these 4 points, and prevention, that all points, So this is early symptoms. यहाँ ही अगर वायरस रोक गया, वायरस इफ यू आर इफ अगर अपन वायरस को स्टॉप कर दिया तो ठीक है। अगर वायरस काफी स्ट्रांग है, इट हैज एंटर्ड, अभी क्या रहेगा? तो देखिए, ऑक्यूपंचर के परिभाषा में हम क्या बोलते हैं? विंड अटैक और हीट अटैक। देखिए, देर आर 3 + 3 6 shields in our body to protect us. ऊपर वाला ने हमारे को ऐसा एक 6 शील्ड्स दिए, कुछ भी हो एंटर नहीं होने के लिए। सो you know if it's crossing at one level, you will find one kind of symptom. If it's crossing second level, it will be having one kind of symptoms. We are not going in detail due to lack of time, and because it needs to be it is a technical, this will be, it needs to be understood. But for acupuncture people, I'll be telling, there are 6 layers of the protection from Taiyang to Juyin. The uppermost is Taiyang, the lowermost is Juyin. So in between there are other 4 layers also. Anything, it has to pass through this 6 layers, and each layer it will have different symptoms. So if cold symptoms are more, that is called wind cold attack. Wind cold attack. So if heat symptoms are more, that is called wind heat attack. Right? Wind heat means it is a invasion of the pathogens. Invasion is called. Okay. And in acupuncture terminology, virus is related to wind energy and wood element. So if virus is attacking, or any attack, can be wind cold attack, wind heat attack. Okay, there will be so many. So majorly there is a wind cold attack, wind heat attack. Simply for normal person, what you can understand is, if there are cold symptoms more, like if you are feeling coldness, if you are aversion to cold, if you are aversion to wind. Aversion means you don't like fan, you don't like cold, and you want to have hot water, you want to have hot things. Okay, that in that case, you should understand that already virus has entered into your body, and within no time even your temperature goes up. This all shows that if you have body pains, if you have temperature, if you have cold, so this all, it says there is a virus has entered your body. And we have a special points to remove virus, we have special points to remove cold, we have special points to remove heat, we have special points if you have any problem with throat also. You all know what are the symptoms people are getting: sore throat, fever, cough, okay, vomiting, all this. No? I told you about vomiting yesterday point. And for this, even for diarrhea or loose stool, you can use ST36. ST36, the first point from where we have started yesterday, or from first point where we are today also. So in diarrhea, you can use ST36, because some people even are facing the symptom of diarrhea. Right? So we will see the points to remove virus, we will see the points to remove cold, and we will see the points to remove heat. Done? Okay. So what I said, after early symptoms, the next will be influenza phase. Influenza phase. Okay, those who know about acupuncture, you can use all this UB12, UB13, GV16, GV23, GB20. But those who don't know acupuncture, for them I'll make simple. Just use these points. This is enough. These 2 points. UB, UB12 and UB13. If you use this point, these points will expel, these points will remove the virus from your body. These 2 points, they remove virus from your body. Though those people who know acupuncture, they can use this extra points also. This GB16, GB23, GB20. 1 second. Okay, so UB12, UB13. For the people who know acupuncture, you can use GV16, GV23, GB20. See, what is a treatment strategy? Expelling wind and these 2 points, lung 7 and LI4, expelling cold. And mode of treatment. What mode and frequency of treatment? This is an excess condition. So all the points have to be sedated. People who don't know anything about acupuncture, you don't know about sedation, you don't know tonification, just press on these points. Press on these points, that's enough. So from here, you already know about this LI4. Okay, so now I have to show you lung 7, UB12 and UB13. So if you know UB12, UB13 and lung 7, these as you have seen LI4, if you use this point, the virus will go out of your body and even the cold will be reduced. With these 2 points, lung 7 and LI4, the pores on the skin will be opened so that the whatever the cold that is inside the body, it will be thrown out. And if you are using UB12 and UB13, the virus will be thrown out of your body. And I'll show you the locations. I told you what is a treatment strategy, what are the points to be used. Now what we have to see, the location. See friends, if you have idea about CV7, sorry, C7 and the thoracic, it will be easy. See, UB12, it will be from the center line, it will be 2 fingers, 1.5 kun, between T2 and T3. And UB13 will be between T3 and T4 bone. See here, you see here this is a T1 bone, here this is a T2 bone, here it is a T3 bone, here it is a T4 bone. So between T4 and T3, Okay, from here you go 2 fingers. See here, here you see 2 fingers from this midline. From this midline, you are going 2 fingers away. So you will feel UB 12 point. And same way, if you come little down, you will feel UB 13. For example, those who don't know, acupressure, what you can do, see, आप ऐसा करिए मेरे साथ, दोनों हाथों से करिए, so that you will be able to beat that point. अगर ऐसा करना नहीं हो रहा तो ऐसा करिए, and with this hand you do with the 2 hands. Okay, Li4, Li4 you have seen here, na? This is Li4. And what you have to see, Li4, to expel cold, lung 7, Li4. So what, lung 7 location, this you have seen, UB 12, UB 13. If you beat like this, you will be touching the 2 points. Or you can, if you are unable to do, you can do massage also. It's not beating is not important. Our intention is to stimulate that point. That is our intention. Acupuncture people, okay. So in the PowerPoint presentation, it is liver 4. It's not liver 4. It is Li4. Okay. Li4, Li4 and lung 7. That you take. I think there is some kind of mistake. Okay. So UB12, UB13. You do either massage, either beat. See, you can take this, complete the area. The what you call, this is a shoulder bone, na? Scapula. So in the starting of that, okay, so you can do self massage like this. See, our intention is, if we are touching some other point, no problem. With acupressure, you will get side benefits. You don't get side effects. So do not think. If at the last it may not help you, but it will not have any damage. So you just try to massage that point, because as it is a COVID issue, so nobody will come to help you. If somebody is, if in the family 2-3 people are COVID, so you can do massage that area. Okay, so the points are here, na? So here you can, you can do massage, if provided if you are a COVID, okay. Or if you have all this, face shield, all gloves, PP kit, all this, okay, so you can do massage. Or you can do, no sir, I want to do massage like this, कैसा भी करिए, अपने इरादा क्या है, ये पॉइंट को स्टिमुलेट करना है, राइट? कर दीजिए. अगर जो आप ऑक्यूपंचर जानते, यू कैन डू इवन कपिंग ऑल्सो, राइट? और जो नहीं जानते, as I said, you can do like this. So this is done. And Li4 and lung 7. Lung 7 कहाँ रहेगा? You see this. If you do like this, I said this is lung 9 yesterday. From lung 9, if you take 2 fingers down, so this will be lung 7. Or you can do like this, like gun. You see, आप ऐसा एक हाथ ले लीजिए, फिर ऐसा गन पकड़िए. ओके, सो जहां ये इंडेक्स फिंगर खत्म होता है, so this is the lung 7 point. So this is Li4, this is lung 7. ये क्या करेगा? जो कोल्ड है आपके अंदर उसको बाहर निकाल के फेंक देगा। सर इतना सारा पॉइंट लग बोलते याद करने के लिए तकलीफ हो रहा, कल तक वेट करिए। आई गिव यू सिंपल सिंपल पॉइंट्स। सो पहले ही what why I am not giving is this you know the points what the Chinese has followed. So even we are not less than Chinese na, so we can even replace with very easy points also. I'll try to show you some of the easy points what you can do. That I'll show you tomorrow in the first itself. Okay. So you have seen how to throw out the cold. So how to throw even if if the virus intensifies, you will get fever also. Or sometimes you will get fever, you will cold, because virus, it takes very short time to enter from one stage to second stage. Sometimes at a time you can have cold, you can have fever, all these things. So what you have to do? Same lagbag. There is a point called DU14 or GV14. It is called fever point. It is there in the back. Okay. And one more point you see, it is called LI11 here. Okay. See, when you fold your hand like this, you see here, this is LI11. Again, you can use LI4. So these 3 points will reduce fever. LI4 was common. It was common in immunity. It was common in cold removal. It is common in heat removal. Why? See, once your skin pores get open, whatever there inside, that will be expelled. Okay, so we have seen yesterday the locations of DU14 in the immunity points. If you wish, even I'll show you once. So we have covered yesterday DU14, and we have covered LI4. We have covered LI11 yesterday itself. So what is the extra point that we are using? LI4 already we have seen from yesterday also. I am trying to minimize the points so that there will not much load. People who are at least new to the occupancy system. I am doing my best to minimize the points and to give the best effect as much as possible. So DU14 we have seen yesterday. It was on the center line. And LI4 we have seen. LI11 we have seen. And I see, is there any video regarding that? And if possible, I'll try to share that. See, if you bend like this, you will find a big bone here. Okay. If you bend like this, you will find a big bone. Okay. Just below that bone, you have GV14. Okay. And this I am explaining about the location of UB12 and UB13. So the points will be, here I have taken. This is C7, this is T1 bone, this is T2 bone, this is T3 bone, this is T4 bone. So between this is T2 and T3, you will be having UB12 point. Between T3 and T4, from here 1.5 kun. 1.5 kun means two fingers. Okay, two fingers. You here you will be having UB 13 and UB 12. Why I have taken thumb finger is because the girl is small. So for our two fingers, it's like equal to my one finger. See there that is between T2 bone and T3 bone. T2 bone and T3 bone. So that here it is UB 13 and below it will be first point will be UB 12 and the second point will be UB 13. Okay, these are other points that we are not discussing now. So, so far so good, friends. Is there any confusion? Until now, until whatever we have discussed, do you have any confusion? Is everything clear? So this is the influenza means already virus has attacked and you are feeling symptoms. That is, you know, fever, cold, okay, all these things. And if you have a fever, cold, if you have cough also, okay, if you have cough, just you can use this area, this area. In the center finger, DU14, sir. DU14 is the what you called fever point. How to locate? Just to bend your head. You see in the neck, you will find one prominent bone. That is, see, I am telling you the location. It is between C7 and T1. C7 is cervical 7 vertebrae and T1 is thoracic first vertebrae. It will be between. If you take this as a C7 vertebrae, if you take this as a T1 vertebrae, the point will be between these two vertebrae. On the disc, the point is on the C7, between C7 and T1 disc. Okay. And if you have throat issues, you can use this point. If there is any throat issues, itching, something like that, you can use this point. This is called lung level. If you have some problem connected to throat, it may be itching, it may be something, okay. So you can, any problem in throat. Along with this point, you can use this in the middle finger, okay, this area, this whole area. See, this whole area in the middle finger, between this joint and this joint. Between this joint and this joint. What the area is, full area. You can use if there is any throat issues. This is one point and this is for all throat issues. So everything we have covered now. What are the problems they are facing? And one more thing, you can take this point also. It's generally if you have common cold, blocked nose or something, you know, the point will be here. You can do here. Even for the sinusitis, all these things, this point will be helpful. Common cold, all these things. If there is a smell taste loss, what you can do? You can take a point from here to here, from here to here, 3 points here. If there is a smell loss or taste loss, you can use. See friends, these all points you can use on the left side of the body. You can use on the right side of the body. So from here, how should you do? three fingers, okay, like center. This point is called TW5. If there is a taste loss, sense loss, okay, that's it. All these are the symptoms what you are getting in the COVID, na? So see, we have taken immunity points. We have taken the early symptom points. That is when the virus is trying to attack. We have taken the points when the virus has entered and it is giving, wall, cold, and running nose, blocked nose, all this, all this, and okay, I have many points, but once telling everything, it may too many cooks spoil the food. So if I give you too many points, the main thing that we may miss. Okay. Right. So if you have anything connecting to this, you're welcome. I'll now unmute you all so you can ask me. If you want to ask me, you can.
Sir, Vani here.
Yes.
Kalpana ma'am is asking that the point that is LU11 and the middle finger's middle phalange, is that useful for thyroid problem also?
One more time, come again, Vani.
Kalpana ma'am is asking, so you said for LU11, all the throat issues you can activate LU11.
Yeah.
And also you have shown the middle finger, middle phalange, the second phalange, right? So she asked, can this too be used for thyroid problem as well?
This point is more useful for thyroid. Okay, this from here to from this crease we are taking three fingers now. This is called TW5. This point is more useful for thyroid rather than that. Okay, and you can use this area because throat area. So this is complete throat area you can use. Okay, I'll show you another finger so it will be easy for you. So this is thyroid points. Can you see? Because I'm a right hander, so I am unable to draw properly with left hand. So this should be, yeah, two circles on the center finger. This is useful for thyroid and this point. There are many points, but simple points I am telling. There are many things that you should not do for thyroid. Thyroid is a big problem, okay, but it can be taken care through acupressure, provided you follow. There are some things that you should not do. You should completely avoid fridge. You should completely stop drinking cold water. So you do this, and you do these points. If you still want, you personally contact me. I'll try to help you. See, I am ready to help you all, because if I tell so many points, the my concept is the fear regarding COVID should be removed from your hearts. That is my main concept. And if at all somebody from your circle is affected, you can help them. That is my main concept. So if anything, I would love to help you all.
Ramesh sir is asking to advise this.
There is no special book on COVID. There is no special book on COVID, but yes, acupuncture you can follow any book. For a beginner, the standard book is Clinical Acupuncture by Dr. Anton Jayasuriya. Clinical Acupuncture by Dr. Anton Jayasuriya. That is standard book for the beginners, and there is no special book on COVID. So I have collected this information from so many sites and so many these things, and I'm presenting you. Yeah. Still anybody?
One question on sedation, sir. You have specified that we have to sedate the expel wind and expel cold points. So how to sedate in acupressure if they don't know acupuncture?
Yes. Yes. See, in acupressure, just for example, if I am pressing this point, if I press little extra pressure, that is called sedation. Just if I am pressing normal, this is called tonification. Any point, anywhere. If you are giving little more pressure, that is called sedation. If you are giving light pressure, that is called tonification. And if you are giving not light and not hard, that is called neutral method. Is it clear? If I am putting little hard pressure, that is called sedation. If I am putting light pressure, that is called tonification. If I am neither putting heavy pressure or nor I am putting what you call light pressure, it is between heavy and light, that is called neutral. Neutral means body will decide what it has to do. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Anybody?
हेलो सर.
आप हो सके तो आप कैमरा ऑन करके बात करिए so that I'll be able to see you also face to face. If possible, if there is a possibility, try to on your camera and so that I can see you.
Sir, can we use acupressure point, sir? Acupressure pen, sir?
Yeah, yes, you can use. You can use. You can use. Anybody, any queries? And I wholeheartedly advise you, people who don't know acupressure, acupuncture, ये विद्या आप सीख लीजिए. It is not my intention to learn with me only. Wherever is possible to you, because I will tell you so many examples, like how my student got benefited after learning this. One thing, you can help many people. That is a secondary, but you can help yourself. You can help yourself. I'll tell you a small story which may inspire you. A housewife, she learned acupressure. She did diploma with me in acupressure. On one fine day, her mother sugar level became too low, and her mother, she was staying with her sister, and both of them, they live near, and the younger sister called to elder sister. Elder sister was my student. Mother was with younger sister. So she has gone there, and she did our acupressure treatment. By the time they have called ambulance, before the ambulance came, her mother, she was like into conscious. She was about to go into unconscious. The sugar levels were checked. The ambulance fellow told, "Arey, how come she's surviving? Actually, she should go into coma." Then the student, on the next day, she told and came, "Sir, I don't know whom I will help, but I could save my mother." So I have so many instance to share with you. So learn. See, nowadays, for a small birthday party, we are spending lakhs and lakhs. So can't we spend some money and some time to protect our health? My main intention is, you might not be establishing a clinic like me, but you may help many people. You can help many people. There are so many instances. I'll tell you one more example also. It was 5-6 years ago. You know, they were waiting for the MCET examination. One of my student, he has taken his daughter to examination. Some other girl, she fell down. I don't know what is the reason. And the other people, they were calling to ambulance. He was very side by. So one of the point is here, which will revive the person going into coma, whatever the reason may be. if they are if they are become unconscious. So if you are there, if you press this point and there's one more point in the feet, okay, and one more point in the feet, this is called kidney 1, this is called kidney 1, this is called GV26. If you press these 2 points, whatever the reason may be, दारू ज्यादा होके तो गिर गया, परवाह नहीं है, दोनों मियाँ बीवी मार लेके कोई भी गिर गया, परवाह नहीं है, or whatever the reason, my student, many of my students, they helped even for the accident people, in the accident many people fall down and they lose their consciousness. So these 2 points. So are we not doing something for the good and society as well as for ourselves? And one more thing, if you know something which will protect you, you will have more confidence. Nowadays, the health has been the greatest criteria, because once you go to hospital, you know what will happen, and that I don't want to tell you. Okay, so here you see, with यहाँ दबा के सिर दर्द खत्म होता, यहाँ दबा के आपकी वॉमिटिंग खत्म हो जाता, यहाँ दबाने से आपका काशी खत्म होता, ये ऊपर वाला कृपा है ना. So try to master the science so that you will be helping yourself, you will be helping your family and society also. Okay.
So one more question.
Yeah.
हाँ सर, आपने कहा था कि जो प्रिवेंटिव में जो पॉइंट्स हैं, प्रिवेंटिव पॉइंट्स कोविड के, अगर वो वायरस एंटर होने के बाद वो पॉइंट्स देना है नहीं देना है, प्रिवेंटिव पॉइंट्स एंड इम्यूनिटी पॉइंट्स,
ये उतना, जब देखिए आपको भूख लग रहा है, तो आप होटल से मंगा के खाना अच्छा है, बिकॉज योर बुक इज टू मच. अगर आप चावल ला के बाहर से लाएंगे, पकाएंगे, सो उतना आपको नहीं होता. यस, यू कैन यूज, बट एट द टाइम टू रिमूव वायरस, ऑल दैट इज नेसेसरी. सो rather than using these points, you try to use these points what I've said, this removing virus, removing cold, or the early symptoms what that is more useful. Prevention is a second aspect.
and
if the virus didn't attack you, those points will help you a lot. वही है ना, चोर आने से पहले आप दरवाजा बंद करिए ना, चोर आने के बाद दरवाजा बंद करते, that might not be so much beneficial. Yeah.
and what are precautions taken for COVID patients to give points? Precautions.
I did not get you, sir.
क्या प्रिकॉशन लेना चाहिए अगर हम कोविड पेशेंट्स को पॉइंट्स दे रहे हैं, तो क्या प्रिकॉशन हम लेना चाहिए देते समय?
Okay, what you want to say is, if you want to give direct to COVID patient, what precaution you have to take? Is that your question? आपका क्वेश्चन वही है?
Yes.
तो मैं तो पहले बोलता हूँ, you try to touch COVID patient, because this is a virus, so it may attack. But agar condition demands, generally what PP kit, all these things, face mask, all these things, okay, what generally allopathy doctors are doing, that you have to do. And one thing, you should take citrus fruit juice with pulp, and you should be exposed to sunlight to the maximum extent possible. And you also take the prevention points what all I've mentioned daily 2 times.
Okay.
That the virus doesn't know you're a doctor or a patient. Okay.
नहीं, अगर हम हाथ में जब ग्लोव्स डालते हैं तो पॉइंट्स प्रेशर देते वक्त कुछ मतलब दे सकते हैं या ऐसे दे सकते हैं?
वही बोलना सर, it's always better, because as this is a COVID, as this is a contagious disease, it's always better not touch the patient.
पॉइंट्स कैसे देना है?
आप वीडियो करके उनको भेज दीजिए ना, वीडियो करके देखिए, यहाँ दबाइए बोल के.
पेशेंट नहीं करते ना सर.
हाँ,
पेशेंट नहीं करते ना वैसा, पेशेंट नॉट नो एक्यूप्रेशर ना.
अरे उनको मालूम होने क्या है जी. देखिए, आप वीडियो करके बोल लीजिए, यहाँ एक पॉइंट है, ऐसा दबा लीजिए, यहाँ एक पॉइंट है, ऐसा दबा लीजिए. We are helping people. We have nearly helped about 60 to 80 people. Same this thing. We are talking to the patient. We are having video consultation. Okay, and we are understanding their problems, and we are making clear video. See, देखो आप उसको Li4 Gili4 ये बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है, उनको ना नेसेसरी है. क्या बोलना, यहाँ एक पॉइंट है, यहाँ एक पॉइंट है, यहाँ एक पॉइंट है, आप क्या करना, देखिए ऐसा दबाइए, बस वो कर लेगा.
हाँ, इट्स ओके. अभी एक जो कोविड सिचुएशन है, हम एक्यूप्रेशर करते हैं, एक्यूपंक्चर करते हैं. जो भी करने वाला एक्यूप्रेशर एक्यूपंक्चर, वो हाथ में हैंड ग्लोव्स डाल के कर सकता है क्या एक्यूप्रेशर?
देखिए सर, हम
नहीं, नॉर्मल पेशेंट को पता नहीं हो कोविड है या नहीं. बहुत सारे पेशेंट्स अपने पास आते हैं.
ओके, या
हाँ,
is always preferable to have shield and to have a gloves, and वो gloves को फिर यहाँ वो
नहीं नहीं वही.
so you see that you remove the gloves safely, okay, and again again, you know, only you see that your clinic is open only for couple of hours, not full day, नहीं तो आपको दिक्कत हो जाएगा. So in that, you know, try to maintain, you know, as hygiene as possible, and with that hands you don't try here and there, just go and wash your hands with the soap after removal of this gloves, okay, and now and then go and wash your hands, remove that gloves and throw it away. So try to use for every 2 hours you try to use fresh gloves. That's what you can do.
Okay, thank you.
Still anybody, any queries? Okay, if you don't have any queries, then we shall meet tomorrow and we will end our session here. गोवर्धन जी बोलिए, आप कुछ बोल.
नमस्कार सर.
Pardon? बोलिए गोवर्धन जी.
नमस्कार सर.
నమస్తే నమస్తే గోవర్ధన్ గారు. నమస్తే సార్.
సార్ నేను షుగర్ పాయింట్స్ ఆడుకోవచ్చునా?
షుగర్ పాయింట్స్,
షుగర్ పాయింट्स లో కావాలండి నాకు. शुगर के लिए एक्यूप्रेशर पॉइंट चाहिए मुझको.
शुगर के लिए आप, ओके,
आवाज आ रही है क्या सर?
या आप मैसेज करिए. आई विल ट्राई टू सेंड यू वीडियो सो दैट यू कैन टेक, बिकॉज देयर आर 5-6 पॉइंट्स, ओके, सो आई विल सेंड यू वीडियो टू यू, ओके.
ओके, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू. ओके.
Still anybody, any queries? Right. So good evening to everyone, and we will meet tomorrow, same link, same time, and hope you have enjoyed my session. If you have enjoyed my session, you know you make a small video and send it to my WhatsApp number, okay, so that you know it may help somebody. Right. Once again, I thank you for attending this second day, and tomorrow we will have the last day. Tomorrow we will discuss what you call pneumonia phase. If you know infection is too much in the lungs, what care you have to take, and oxygen increasing points. So that will close our session. Of course, there is a one after COVID, what we have to do, that we'll see if you know, when time permits, that I'm not, because once after getting, you know, getting out of the COVID, then you know, things are different, na? Okay, I'm closing session.